built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Coming after it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Hard running there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Cox. Unloads it downfield. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Give to the running back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
The Wildcats want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Finds a man by himself. Spinderella. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, it is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Smashes through. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here. First down to start the drive after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Kansas stay quick to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense. Getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Using the quick game. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass picked off. And how about that play? Even with this short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, and get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
It's now 2nd and goal.
Tries again to get it in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Oh, he left him grabbing. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. He's going to pass. Using his feet to buy time. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry up. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The field goal is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll give it to Johnson. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And now they regain the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big, fat no. They're trailing by 22 to Baylor.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I know the analytics. Be aggressive and go for it. But in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. unloads it left. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making the big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
The expressway is wide open. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Lets it fly. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more active.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll leave it with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Cox. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Ruiz. Pulled down for the tackle. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Really nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
6-9-1, Gators score. Trying to find his man on first down. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Canes. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want to.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's going to take off, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys out on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. We don't always see this from this group.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Kansas State pushing the pace. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete out of the backfield. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ruiz. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Stopped after making the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Cox. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field